Hey, I have a bit of a haul from Five Below, and it's like multiple trips I've been accumulating. Some of it was like all in one. Like I got the Twister and the mini games, and wait, no, I got these three back here, and I think the Twister in one trip. And we've got Marketplace, another pastry shop, and a sauce shop, which is kind of like a pizzeria. And then, of course, I found the holiday party. Yes, the box is torn, but all the pieces are there. I was going to check out the Teeny Tinies and the little games, and so I thought we would start with the little games and then go to the Teeny Tinies. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so I do have the games out and Twister's still in there. This one is for ages 6 plus, and these two were 8 plus, and this one is 8 plus as well. So definitely probably due to small pieces and maybe the complexity of the game. Okay, so this is awesome. The little mat is like a vinyl type, and yes, my Barbie is still in her Christmas sweater, and I think it's not a bad size. I don't think it's a bad size at all, and it does come with a spinner, which is a bit on the larger side, but that's okay. And then it comes with little finger socks. Oh my goodness. Which could potentially work for Barbie or Ken. So more so maybe Barbie than Ken. But I still think these as being something plausible to use too. But I'm going to set those aside. So, yeah, I definitely think this is a decent size. It's maybe a little small, but I'm not that worried about it. Like, it seems perfectly fine. I've been looking for one of these for several years, and, so yeah. So yeah, glad to have one. It does have, like, middle finger, pointer finger, ring finger, pinky finger on the spinner, but, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm just glad that I found Twister because I knew this was going to work. So I am going to put that back in here because that'll be a good place to keep it. Alright, so let's go with Monopoly first. And it's like a rubber band around it. And then it is just, oh, okay, so everything is in here. The pieces are just little, like, pawn shapes. There are dice. Ooh, okay. The dice do look a little large for Barbie, but it's actually not a bad scale, I think. And then, like, all the money is, like, cardboard. And then you have, like, cards, and they're, like, really on the big side. So there's, like, little houses that are plastic and stuff, so seems like it's all here. And I honestly am not going to punch it out right this second. There's instructions. Here's the board game, which is paper. And it's countries. It is countries! That is so cool. Did I miss that detail somewhere? No. Monopoly. I totally didn't know it was going to be countries. Like, you've got Italy, Germany, looks like Denmark, the US, Canada, hello. And, like, there's a bunch more on here. And, I'm just not going to say all of them, because I'm not exactly sure what all of them are, but there definitely is a bunch on here, and that's really interesting. Did not expect it to be countries, though. So, leave a comment down below if you see your country on here. Yeah, did not know it was going to be countries. That's really interesting. Yeah. I thought it was going to be like typical Monopoly, which I think I would have enjoyed more, but I'm not hating on the countries either. That's still interesting. I got the rubber band upside down. And it is a keychain, so you can leave that on or off. And then here's Clue. I definitely had to get Clue. I like playing Clue. I love playing board games and stuff. Instructions, and it's got, looks like the board is paper as well. It's like a heavy duty paper. But yeah, so that's cool. It's a little Clue mansion. This is one I really like to play. I actually got my husband years ago, before we were married. I got him. Oh, these are definitely really big cards. And then there's the little list. And we've got 4 pieces that are same as Monopoly in there. And the dice are the same. And then we have all of the locations and who and the weapons all in here. So you'd punch those out. I definitely need to have a board game night with my friends who like to play board games, because I have been wanting to play some for a while, and like my husband's not really, I mean, he says he is, but 2 players is sometimes not the most fun to play, and I guess maybe that's why, but I'd love to play more. And then this is just Connect 4. So we got Connect 4, little directions. Oh yeah! All the little tiny pieces. And the little game. Let's see. So it'd be that way. Ah! Look at that! So you use this to put it in and hold it. That is awesome! I like that. I knew it went with the base somehow. That is cool. Huh. That's really neat. Really simple one, but definitely fun. Teaching my kids how to play because they're young, and they definitely don't quite get the concept, but my oldest is starting to. He also is getting decent at tic-tac-toe, so yeah. Alright, so those are the games. And now I'm going to put these off to the side. Let's start with Marketplace. So I didn't see anybody posting about this one, and it comes with all these pieces. So lots of vegetables, and like some of them seem like they might be a little on the small side. Alright, so we've got a little green apple. This must be like a red apple. Nope, there's the apple. That must be the tomato then. Or this is a pepper. That's a pepper. I know they're really tiny, I'm sorry. There's a pear, a carrot. Now some of the printing is off on these, so you're probably going to have to correct some of that. There's a green bell pepper, a tiny little loaf of bread, cauliflower, which that is awesome, I like that. A little bunch of bananas, which are on the small side. Those would probably be good for like 1/12 scale. We've got an orange, and here's the tomato. So that is an apple, I think. And this is the tomato, and this is the pepper. Then we also have whole milk, which is, again, a little on the small side. And then, oh my goodness, look at this little itty bitty tiny thing of tuna. Oh my goodness, that is so small. And then we've got a bottle of tomato ketchup, which, that is tiny. Here, I need to get my Minnie's hand up so we can see this better. Look, it's like so tiny. It's like travel size. Alright, so this I think is an onion. Let me just double check. Yes, it's an onion. Okay. We've got a tiny little basket, which isn't hateful. We've got a little wedge of cheese. That's a good size. And then we have a mustard, which is the same size as the ketchup. Gonna see if I can relocate that sticker. And oh my goodness, this one would be good for 1/12 scale. And this is a half dozen of eggs. See what I mean? That's eggs. That is way too tiny. Alright, so let's see. This could always be like a personal little carton of whole milk to drink. The tuna can is like way too small. The carrot's like baby carrot almost. Oh, and the little box. Oh, it's a little smushed. Let me see if I can fix it. So yeah, there's a tiny box of mac and cheese. Not the greatest, but that one could be either or. And definitely like smaller on the size of fruit and vegetables. This one would probably be a good one for 1/12 scale. Definitely one that is not so great for Barbie, but this would be a good one for like Chelsea. I almost said Kelly. Like that size doll. These would be really good for those. So if you have somebody who likes to play with the little mini dolls or the extra minis or extra mini minis even, these would be really good for them. So in that line of thinking, also probably the calico critters, this would be a really good set for. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this set for like that size doll. And I am going to move them over here. And I'm going to grab the one y'all have probably seen a million times, the holiday party one. And I did manage to grab a box that was busted, but I did check. Everything looks like it's there. So, and a lot of things have shifted too. So we have the tin, and it has a little paper in it. It is plastic. We've got the little cookies that we can put in the tin. Okay, they don't want to come out. There we go. And then the little one for the gingerbread. Nice. The little gingerbread house. This is really cute. Just hollow in the bottom. The little snowman who is very off printed. Nice. I think I'm going to repaint him. We have a couple of the cookies. Oh, the cookies are like 3 stacked. Look at that. Some of the ones I've seen weren't like this. They were like, the bottom one was peeking out more. And then we have the gingerbread lady and the gingerbread man. And those look pretty well printed. The little snowflake cookie, the little sugar cookie, the wreath, which is hit or miss on the printing. It's maybe a slight bit off, but some of the baubles up here misprinted. We've got the Yule log cake, peppermint bark. We've got, I guess this is eggnog, snowman cupcake. He is also off printed. He's got a little like 3D nose, and this one is the glass of milk. So they're like little small glasses of milk. Well, glass of milk. And this one, oh, that's so cute. It's a little peppermint floating in a hot chocolate. Gonna have to repaint some of that though. And then we have, is this an ornament? Yeah, it's a little ornament. So yeah, add some glitter to that thing, or shiny paint, and add it to your doll tree. I believe this one is the figgy pudding. I don't know what else would be. So this one must be the figgy pudding. It's just like a ball. Then we have a little stocking with a hole in the top. It's hard, of course. We have a letter to Santa, and the sticker on mine is actually coming off, so I'll have to fix that. And we have a tiny little candy cane, which is perfect size. So yeah, that's a really good one for Barbie scale, and I'm really happy with that one. Definitely gonna have to touch up. I mean, if you're some of them, if you're not as picky, it might be one you wouldn't have to touch up, but I definitely like the little tin. Definitely gonna put some cookies in there. So I'm gonna slide that over, and we're gonna get right on to the next one. And I am going to do the pastry shop next. So we have a little tiny stand mixer. Take one or two to go. So it's a little box. And honestly, I think this would fit better in there. Or the cake. Oh! I think I will repaint this, but it fits in there pretty nice. And we've got cupcakes, little tiny ice cream cones, which really are ones that small for us people, right? And then donuts, which are perfect. We've got a cinnamon roll and a little tart. That is so cute. There is this pastry stand. I forget what these are called exactly. So mine actually has a little mark on it. There is another book that is just a piece of plastic as I throw it down. Here is a chocolate cupcake. We've got like a long type pastry. We've got pink chocolate. That's interesting. We've got some macarons and like an ice cream cookie sandwich and a little popsicle, which a little small. Another cookie sandwich and another macaron, and there's that big cake. Oh, and there is another donut in purple. And then I really like this. This is the cute little pretzel. So yeah, this one is called the Pastry Shop, and aside from the little popsicle being like better for 1/12 scale and the plastic card book and the little tiny mixer, the rest of it I'm pretty happy with, and I'm really glad that I got. And I'm going to move right along on to the sauce shop, which is like a pizzeria type place, and this one I'm really excited about. So right off the bat, I really think this is awesome. We actually have a pizza oven, which it's like a little small pizza oven, but it'd be like a home set. We have a box that needs help for pasta and also ravioli, so those two are going to need some fixing. We have a long box for spaghetti, which also will need some help. We have a small pizza board, which this is not too bad of size. We have a pizza cutter, which I think seems to be a decent size as well. Also, there is a shaker of Parmesan cheese. We have a grater, which is a pretty good size. We have a saucepan, another really good size. Also a colander or strainer, little on the small side if you ask me. Oh, we have a plate of spaghetti. That's not too bad. There is a ladle, decent size. There is a pan, which will fit the little pizza, which does fit in the pizza oven. And we do have some meatballs we can set on our spaghetti. And there is also this tiny little jar of pasta sauce. And we do have this round of cheese wheel, and then this one with the piece cut out of it. So I think that's a really great one for Barbie as well. You could use that one for some smaller size dolls also. It's all a matter of your preference. But we get quite a few things in that, and that is... Oh, and I forgot to mention the bread, which it's a really nice one as well. Okay, so This thing is literally the tiniest little fork. This is not Barbie sized and doesn't even work well with the plate. So, yeah, it's definitely not one that I would recommend to use. I just about threw it away because it is so tiny you don't even really see it in the packaging. It would be, the fork would be a good, like, 1/12 scale. um, but yeah, so there we go. We've got pastry shop, sauce shop, the holiday one. All ones I would recommend for Barbie size. A lot of good pieces in there. Um, the the marketplace, that one stuff is on the smaller side and would be good for like smaller scale dolls. Like I said, Barbie Extra, Extra Minis, Chelsea's, Kelly's, like those size kind of dolls, or Calico Critters and stuff like that. So yeah, um, definitely really some great stuff for $5 each set. And then we had those games, so those are really cool. Those games are very out of scale with some stuff, um, but if you don't mind, for $5 each, the Twister was actually three something, three and some change. So like even better, right? And so definitely check out Five Below. Stuff is not all under $5 anymore, so just be careful. Um, and just see what you can find. They have some good stuff. Sometimes they don't. And don't look online to see if they have the item because they don't. Their online isn't always right. I have had that problem now 3 times. It says something is in stock and it's not. Whereas it will say something's out of stock and it is. So you just kind of have to keep your eye on the actual store or buy it online, which I like to buy it in store because you actually see it. And it's really hard sometimes to find a good one. But yeah, so go check them out and see what you can find. There's all sorts of other ones out there. I have some previous teeny tinies, and so go check that video out and definitely leave a comment. What was your favorite? Are there any others that I haven't shown? Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.